All right, be back in just a minute.
Remember, I was watching this Apple AAPL. I posted it earlier in the news desk. All the wires are picking it up now regarding the New York Times piece. John Termes mentioned as the possible replacement if Tim Cook steps aside. Apple AAPL, seeing a little volume pop off of those lows.
Okay, back again with IWM, making a little bit of a bounce here. SPY trying to bounce as well, and triple Q's also coming up a little bit. So we had a little bit of a bounce in the market. Q is still pretty red. That's daily. We'll change that back to 5 minute. All right. So IWM's moving up. Here, I see her. I'm not doing much of anything here. Just moving sideways, and ACN also just kind of moving sideways at the moment. So see what these do, but neither one of those are working very well. Okay, check some questions here. All right. ACN trying to move, but haven't got any more big volume candles here recently. And CRML, which made a nice move up early on some nice volume candles, and pull back down pretty hard here. And we'll just see what it does here now. It's just kind of flattening out. See if it can get back up through the VWAP again. Just the market price action is just nothing very useful here today. Just chopping all over the place. Again, no direction to it. STZ still coming in back down to 146. So those, again, the premiums on those options are still very, very wide, but it should be, if you haven't got out of the trade, it should be going in your direction here. Still about an $8.80 wide on the spread, very, very wide. Bid-ask spread on those options.
Remember, taking a look at this Atlanta Fed GDP Now model. Was at 2.7% on January 5th, and they raised it to 5.4% today. That's on the ADP Atlanta Fed GDP Now model.
Hey, Dan took 79 cents out of MSTR. Good job. Very nice. Yeah, nice little move in MSTR there. Again, I'm an ACN, which is not much. Well, it's starting to try to move a little bit, but in CRML, those are the only two I've got on right now. I'm gonna be looking for some other ones, but right now the market is just not giving an awful lot here. IWM still going here, very strong. ACN with a little bounce. And CRML doing nothing here. Doing nothing. So I'm just going to wait on it, see what it does. STZ still pulling back. Moderna pulling back from a high yesterday. Still bullish on the daily chart, but it's underneath 35.64 was the resistance level on Moderna. 35.64 right there. Or it's filled right there. It's got down to the room to 33.18. I looked at Tesla today very much. Tesla bouncing between these two horizontal high volume lines. AWM very continuing to be the strongest index. Hey, Jurgen, over in the YouTube feed, looking for small swing longs, but I want SPY to definitely hold the EMA 8. Yeah, looking at ISRG for potential entry. What are my thoughts on that? Well, again, yeah, swing trading is really hard right now because the market is just makes a new high and then pulls right back. And yeah, the SPY needs to hold the 8 today, which it has. What do I think of ISRG? It's got earnings on 122, so earnings aren't too far away. A couple weeks away for earnings on ISRG. It's a This is a chart on ISRG on the daily. It's a decent long setup. Obviously it got extended here. It came back and trying to bounce off of this 8 right here after this big green candle here. Volume high yesterday on this pullback, even higher the day before. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay for a long. It's tough to find the stocks that are gonna follow through. It's hard to say. But this is, if you've taken it, you'd be taking it in anticipation that 8's gonna hold. I think it's an okay long, given the market conditions here, which are atrocious for swing trading. ACN moving up here. CRML starting to move just a bit. That's all I got on right now. Those two out of the money trades, CRML and ACN. ACN's in the money. I'm green on ACN. I'm red on CRML. The CRML is starting to move up a little bit. It can move a lot. It can move very fast. I'm looking to take about a 30% profit in ACN if it continues to move up. Again, I get the 287.50. So this is an out of the money trade. As I mentioned, this is the UMCAT trade. This is an out of the money catalyst trade. Not something you want to do with normal trades. You don't want to be using out of the monies. But in this particular structure, we do. Netflix bounced back up over that support line or resistance line. Dell, I mean, Netflix actually looks like a pretty good short setup here. Get earnings on 120 on Netflix. Earnings on 120. So not far away, but that's a pretty nice short right there. Getting some volume, but nothing huge. IWM continuing up, Q's continuing weak, and SPY also pretty weak. It's green, but slightly red now. 0.02%. It's 0.2%. Crazy. Oh, sorry, 0.02% down. It's just basically flat. ACN moving up pretty nicely here. A little bit of a surge. Got some big volume here, but then it's right back to regular candle. But moving up again. I'm up about probably 18% right now, and I'm trying to get out for a 30% profit on this. Probably needs to move about another 15 cents, which isn't an awful lot on ACN. Again, CRML not doing much of anything at all. It is moving up toward the VWAP here. See if we'll get back through it again. The premiums on that are starting to come up a little bit. Still way underwater. Costco, nice move up today, kind of moving sideways right now. HD with a big move up today too, moving nicely. Again, Apple very weak, bounced up here today, but still weak on the daily chart. Hey Maxim, Rivian for an Umcat, Rivian, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get that one good volume candle bar there. It's decent setup, but 2148 for the resistance. I'm not thrilled with that one. I'd like to see some white candles on it. I'd like to see some white candles at CRML too. It's not doing anything right now. ACN just moved up here. Still moving kind of sideways. Sacklin, where do you see support for Netflix on the daily? I gotta find another line for Netflix because it's broken down below my previous ones. There's a few. I guess the best ones I can see this. There's a lot of volume back in here, but I would say right now 89.11, and then down all the way down here to 85.79. Well, 12.16 right now is the SPY trying to bounce. Choppy day. IWM has been outpacing the other indexes. Right now, the SPY just got some relative strength towards it, but ACN still trying to creep up. Profit target at ACN about 30%. Alexander, I paid $1.15 for the out of the money calls, and I'm trying to get about 33 cents up, 34, about 35 cents higher than that. So about $1.50 to the upside. $1.50 would be a little over 30%. I might go for $1.45. I get a sell order on it at $1.45 on ACN. But it needs to make a move here, and CRML, what's that doing? Moving up a little bit, but just these were strong early on, and they just haven't done much since then. There's no market tailwind here to help us. Netflix with a little green candle. SPY with a green candle. Triple Qs with a little green candle. Market internals holding up pretty well. Drifting higher. STZ came down quite a bit from the high. Triple Q's trying to bounce a little here. Really a very flat market today. And the SPY's coming right back down again, right back down toward the VWAP. There's just no pace here to this market at all. IWM has been the only one that's been relatively consistent. It's pulling back again now as well. Still in ACN, see if I can get a move out of this afternoon. Holding up okay. CRML, not trading well at all. Still below the VWAP, right at just above the pivot point. Yes, low probability trading environment today. Very low probability. Dell pulled back and bounced right up. Look at that nice recovery in Dell. Still bearish on the daily chart, but it's recovered pretty nicely. Netflix also trying to bounce a little bit here. Just no follow through. This is very low probability trading environment. LPTE, just not much going on. SVG, that's a oil and gas company, moving up pretty nicely. Energy is pretty strong today. XLE trading up $1, 1.84%. SPY bouncing up again. Just all mixed candles left and right here. Again, low probability trading environment, extremely low probability. IWM's been a decent performer today. Still seeing if I can get ICN. Oh, ICN popped up a little bit there. That's a nice little pop in ACN. Where am I on the trade? Yeah, it's getting there. It's interesting, the option premiums actually went down a little bit on this little pop, which is kind of weird. I think there's some spreads here I'm not seeing. Let's see, ACN. Yeah, they are, because I just got filled on it. Yep, just filled an ACN. Okay, so I'm out of that ACN UMCAT trade. That worked. You know, I had to wait for this thing, but it worked pretty nicely. Again, about a 30% profit on ACN. The spreads are pretty wide. Again, I was in the 287.50s. They're trading $1.10 by $1.50 right now, but I got $1.45 for it. So that was okay. I mean, it's not great, but it's 30% is fine on a trade like that. So ACN, nice profit there. Just had to wait. CRML not working at all, just moving sideways. Again, I'm not really touching much here now. Right now, that ACN worked out pretty nicely. Just took another little step up there. I already had a sell order in on it, so it worked pretty good. And the spreads, yeah, the spreads got really wide all of a sudden. Now it's 115 by 220. So it's all over the place. But anyway, I took them off at 145. ACN shot up to 168 after I get out. But again, the spread is huge. 115 by 220. You don't know what you're going to get filled at. CRML still coming back. Metals are pretty weak here right now. Gold, slightly green for the day. It was down this morning and moved back up again. Silver, sand disc with a little, what's that? Chopping up. CRML coming down. Now it's on the short side here. NVIDIA coming in. NVIDIA is right at the 100-day moving average. About 12:39. Gonna take lunch just a little bit here. Still gonna hold on to CRML through the afternoon, see what it does.
Considered lump sum payments to Greenland residents as part of annexation plan. Members, more color on that. It says U.S. officials have discussed offering Greenlanders $10,000 to $100,000 each. Support secession from Denmark and possible U.S. affiliation source.
CRML with a little bit of a pop here now. Again, I took ACN, I took profits in that. Probably could have got a little bit more, but again, the spreads were really wide on that thing. All right, so if you have any questions, I'm going to take some lunch. Hey, Alexander, would I consider holding CRML overnight with how bullish it is or too extended? You know, what I'll probably do is I can't take it off today. I'll probably hold it overnight. I'd like to see it be above 1388. It is extended. I'd like to see it above 1388. But again, it's an UMCAT trade. I've got out of the money, so these are not very expensive. I will tell you that UMCAT trades, out of the money catalyst trades, don't have a very good record overnight. I had one on Roblex the other day. That turned out pretty nicely, but I had like 3 days to expiration, so I had some time. With CRML, we got 1 day, and the track record on UMCATs that you hold overnight, it's about break even, I would say. I haven't really broke it down that finely because I haven't taken that many up, but I know like Roblex worked pretty nicely, but most of them don't, because you're out of the money. So you know, unless you get a gap or a quick move one way or the other, you've got to lose on it. But the answer to the question, I probably will hold it overnight, especially if it gets over 1388. It depends on what I get for it this afternoon. ACN coming back down again. IWM still looking pretty good. Harry, MSTUs, the straddles are golden to get today. Let me see, I've got one on, so. Yes, Samuel, the 1388 level on CRML. Yeah, it's the that high volume candle is from. I'd have to go back and find where it came from. Yeah, October 30th, 10:30. Yep, same as not last year, no, this year. Oh yeah, last year. We're in 2026. Yep, last October 30th. And it has a couple of other candles that were right around that same level. A lot of high volume candles in this stock. When it gets going, it puts in a lot of high volume candles. You're an AXP call debit spread. 382.50, 385 is currently mid price at $1.20. Light years wide spread. Not letting you book profits. When is this? Is this expires this week, Mike? $384.87, $382 for $385. Expires tomorrow. Yeah, on AXP they must have wide spreads, I guess. Entry was $1.14. Yeah, this looks pretty good. The strikes were 382.50, 385. Okay. Yeah, 365 by 470 on the 382.50s, 256 by 310. So theoretically, you should be able to get about $1.60 out of this, but the spreads are very wide, so you just have to put something in there that you want to take profits on and let it sit. And you might want to, if it doesn't fill, you might want to cancel the order and re-enter it. Nishai pointing out that gold bounced off the 8 today. 8 exponential moving average. There it is right there. Bounced right off of it. IWM still grinding higher. Again, I took profits in ACN. Moved up nicely. Went right to a resistance level at 285.38. Went right through there. CRML not working it well, starting to bounce a little bit. Okay, I'm going to grab some lunch here. Let me see if there's any other questions. I think I've answered them all. Yeah, redoing it at 160. I mean, you'll get filled on this eventually, Mike, unless AXP pulls back a lot, because you're in the money pretty good on it right now. But they've got these options spread out really, really wide. Okay, I'm going to get some lunch. Let me go ahead and shut down the YouTube. Thank you very much, YouTube folks, being here today. I appreciate it. Again, if you're interested in the software, SPY Super System software here, which we've added the high volume candles to right now, which are really, really helpful. SPY Super System indicators are right here, and you can use those for intraday trades, or both of these, multi and current time frame, for the daily chart for swing trades. And now you can use the high volume candles to give you even additional confirmation of those particular trades, and how they're much more likely to work when they're being pushed by high volume. All right, so if you go to rightlinetrading.com, you can get the information you want about the room. You can become a member of the room or the alert service, and you can buy the software. And again, you can talk to Rory about that. And he's at, where is he? 786-732-4656. Or just go to rightlinetrading.com. All right. Thanks for being here today. I appreciate it. For all the YouTubers, we'll see you back tomorrow, Friday, about 11:30.